week's news from Overdrive, the voice of the American trucker. The leased owner-operator business model in California took a big blow Wednesday as the federal Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals reversed an injunction. That injunction had exempted the trucking industry from the state's AB 5 law and the ABC test for determining validity of any independent contractor classification. In a worst-case scenario, the injunction could be lifted as early as May 19, said transportation specialists at the Scopolitis law firm. Depending on next steps taken by the California Trucking Association, it could be stayed, such as if CTA seeks review by the U.S. Supreme Court. The ABC test is particularly problematic for traditional leasing arrangements because it requires an independent contractor to perform work outside the normal course of business of the entity it's contracted to. California-based small fleet owner Jimmy Navarez said reversing the injunction was the ugliest thing that could happen to the labor laws in California when applied to trucking. Navarez, who works with owner-operators, waits what happens next in the case, as do so many others around trucking. Reports of industry-related fraud schemes increased in the first quarter of 2021 compared to the same period in 2020, says CargoNet. The cargo theft recording firm says that was offset by a slight decline in outright theft of cargo and vehicles, notably trailer burglaries in Illinois, Pennsylvania, and Georgia. A tribute to trucking and the individuals who built the industry is coming to Kansas City, Missouri. The American Truck Historical Society will house the American Trucking and Industry Leader Hall of Fame at its headquarters. The Hall of Fame will serve as a new home for existing Industry Achievement Awards programs and other recognitions. The Outrageous American Truck Show, or OATS as it's been known, is now out of commission, another victim of statewide COVID-related limitations on gatherings, according to the promoter. The event had been planned for the Holmes County, Ohio Fairgrounds in July. Promoter Matthew Kane, who pulled the plug on the event, also of the Right Load Company, said all advanced ticket purchasers will get full refunds. It just so happened to be the day before Earth Day that stakeholders around the Port of Savannah last week gathered to hear details about a project that will encourage cleaner technologies for freight movement. Trucking company owners were among those who came to a Georgia conference center to learn about the Port Fuel Center, expected to open later this year. At its heart, it's a truck stop, the brainchild of the owner of the land on which it plans to open this fall, Sean Register. He's also the CEO of ocean shipping concern Register International. The fuel center is planned to feature 74 truck parking spaces, high-flow diesel lanes, compressed natural gas pumping stations, EV charging infrastructure, and much more on an 18-acre site just 0.4 of a mile from the sizable Gate 8 to the port, one way into the Garden City container terminal there. A 4-bay shop will be operated by Extreme Truck Repair and, generally speaking, stop owner Sean Register's staking the site's success on the little things, he said, that will make a difference in a trucker's day. According to reader polling data at overdriveonline.com, almost a fourth of owner-operators indicated plans to take a late spring vacation next week. Why? It's the annual International Roadcheck and Inspections event, May 4th to the 6th. This year's focus will be hours of service and lighting equipment. It's long been a tradition of some owner-operators to take the week off to avoid inspection-related hassles, delays for most, violations for others, and the chance of the dreaded out-of-service order for a small minority. Another 5% of readers, too, said they're taking time off for major maintenance and third-party shop inspection. Owner-operator Mike Crawford of Long Lane, Missouri, has taken that path for years as a way to avoid the hassles and get his equipment in order at the same time. For the majority of owner-operators still running, though, Overdrive has been updating the long-running CSA's Data Trail series with the latest data on inspections and violations. Access our reporting this week on patterns and trends in enforcement that highlight what particular jurisdictions are in fact focusing on when it comes to violations. FedEx freight driver Nikki Weaver is the 2021 Women in Trucking Driver of the Year. The other two finalists were Carmen Anderson, a company driver at America's Service Line, and Rolling Bee Transport independent owner-operator Ingrid Brown. Weaver, company driver, has been with FedEx Freight for 13 years. She's logged more than 2 million accident-free miles and 0 moving violations. Since 2019, Weaver has served as an America's Road Team captain The role has had her speaking frequently to community colleges about the trucking industry. Recent recalls affect Freightliner, Western Star, and Kenworth trucks, as well as utility dry vans. Freightliner and Western Star's parent company, Daimler Trucks North America, is recalling almost 18,000 trucks in which the steering arm and tie rod bolts may have a defective seam. Affected models are 2021 and 2022 models of both brands. Owners can contact Daimler with recall number FL884. Kenworth parent company PACCAR is recalling just more than 50 2022 Class 8 T800 and W990 models for a starter issue. Also included in that number were a couple of medium-duty models. Owners can contact PACCAR with recall number 21KWB. Utility trailers recall affects nearly 3,000 dry van trailers ranging from model years 2006 to 2021. The problem is a horizontal weld issue in trailers used in super doubles and pintle hook operations. Owners can contact Utility with recall number SB07015. Truck show season is upon us, and Overdrive contributor Long Haul Paul Marhofer made it to the 75 Chrome Shop Truck Show in Wildwood, Florida last weekend. There he met owner-operator Tom Billington of Hudson, Florida, hauling in a 1995 Peterbilt 379 powered by a 550 horsepower Caterpillar through an 18-speed double-over 355 rears. Billington started with Saya in 1987 when the company leased lots of owner-operators. Today, he's the last one standing that runs to Valdosta, Georgia, out of Tampa now for 20 years, pulling van doubles. Long Haul Paul told Billington and his wife, Sunny, they made for a handsome couple standing next to the truck. That's because we love each other, Sunny explained to him with a smile. Some guys, Paul thought. Some guys have all the luck.